Today's my topic is what explains the rise of humans. And in order to get the answer of this question, we need to know what makes us, the human, become outstanding. And so there's a question, what is special about humans? Is our body or our brain? To be honest, we are embarrassingly similar to a chimpanzee. Like this. If I put one of you and the chimpanzees on an island and to see who will fight who will fight better, and I bet it's the chimpanzees. So we are not outstanding on the individual level. We are outstanding on the collective level, which means humans are only animals that can cooperate both flexibly and in very large numbers. I mean, the chimpanzees can only cooperate in small numbers, like the chimpanzees family. And if there's a stranger chimpanzees, and the chimpanzees don't know these chimpanzees well, they cannot cooperate. So, because we humans live in the same values, the same rules, and the same norms, so we have this grand object. Like we go to the moon and we build the pyramid and we build the Great Walls and the spacecraft. So why can we build this grand object? Because we have imagination, but the animals only have they live in the reality. They don't have imagination. So we can say that humans live in the fictions. Well, there's the chimpanzees, and they can always say, look, there's a banana, so let's go and get the bananas. We humans can say, there's a God about the cloud, and I can tell you, if you don't follow what I say, the God will punish you and send you to the hell where you die. So if everyone believe in my story, then they can cooperate with me. But for the chimpanzees, I cannot say if you give me your bananas, and you will go to the chimpanzees heaven where you die. So, and the God will give you a lot of bananas because of your good deeds. So, because we humans live in the same fiction, so in the religious field, we create the God. So we come together and cooperate to build a church. And in the legal field, we believe in the human right. Human rights are just good stories. They are nothing real and not reality. Like if we cut humans open, you can find the bones, the flesh, DNAs, and the hormones. They are the real. But the human rights, where is it? That's just good stories. And in the political field, we create the state and the nations. They are different. They are different from the mountains because the mountains are object, but the state and nations is something that we invented. So there's Korean, there's China, and there's the American. And which in the economic field, which is the most powerful evidence, is the money. Like, not everybody live in the same culture. Like the Bin Laden, they don't like the he don't like the American culture, but he likes the American dollars. That's because we believe in the same fictions that money can trade and like I have this one piece of green paper, so I can use it to get a banana. So that's the same fiction. Okay. So let me make a conclusion that animals live in the objective reality, but we humans construct a second layer called fictional reality, like monies, corporations, gods, nations. So as the time goes, the fiction reality become more and more powerful. That's what we distinguish humans and animals, and even control or change the objective reality by using fictional reality. Thank you for your attention.
Wait a second, does anybody have any questions for Stephen? No. Well, so do you agree with the fictional reality? Do you agree with the speaker? Is that's what he was arguing? That money is just an idea, it's not real?
Yes.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Conclusion.
What about you guys? Do you guys agree?
I think these theory makes sense, but I don't know. It makes sense, but sometimes I don't want to agree it. But I don't know why. It's just I don't know.
Well, it is interesting, the idea of that dollar is just a piece of green paper, right?
Yeah.
But we put meaning onto it to make it something else, or and if you rip it in half, then it's not a dollar anymore.
Yeah.
It's just paper. If you just rip it into pieces, it doesn't have any worth, it doesn't have any value, it's just a piece of paper. So it's the idea that, it's interesting. But I have one more question for you guys. So you said in your talk that that we're different from animals because we have an imagination and they don't. Do you guys believe that that's true?
No.
It's okay, you don't have to agree with Stephen. So, but you believe that
Yeah.
we're different from animals because we have imagination. But how do we? I mean, who
They
knows?
can think, but they
Yeah,
don't have imagination.
How can you tell that animals don't have imagination? You can't prove it.
How can I tell animals have imagination?
It's kind of hard to prove that if they do or they don't have imagination. So
So
Yeah.
that's the discussion.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting topic. But all right, good. Thank you, Stephen.